Hey y'all, today what we're going to do is just going to go through my workshop, give you a little tour. That way you'll be able to see where I'm at and how I do my projects and some of the struggles I have to overcome to get one of my products out. We'll also talk about some of the things that I plan to do in here too. Alright, so we're just going to enter the garage now. It's going to be dark for just a second here. Alright, so the first thing I do is turn on my rather dinky light, but I'll show you the lighting that I put in that gives me a little bit extra. So first off right here, of course, extra storage of wood because I am a wood hoarder and I don't like to throw away anything. And right now the garage is in kind of a jumble because I'm planning on doing a lot of extra cleanup and work space betterment. Now this particular workbench I made several years ago, and as you can see how I have my tools up there, we're going to reorganize that. Now this is as you come in the garage and you turn to the right, and I have an old school tools station set up. I like my old school tools. This right here is going to be a library for the garage. It's a little library I made a year or so ago and just didn't finish it. And then right here we have a storage area that I put in. And then on the back wall I have some of my most used tools stored there. I sit right there and do my intro to my videos. All right, let's see if I can get a little bit better light in here for us. Oh, how about that? That looks better to you. Now let's talk about my carousel here. A lot of people have asked me questions about this. It was originally meant to be a shoe rack for a customer, but the wife changed her mind, so I decided instead of just taking it down, what I would do is just use it in my garage. And it has plenty of shelving to hold my tools. Of course it turns, it spins. And right next to that is a rolling cart that one of my friends gave me. And I just use it for my paints and stains and all that. And then of course on top, extra storage. Hooks I put up for signs I make. And of course I make hula hoops, so there is that. More storage. Up top, half of the garage is unfinished, so that allows me to store wood there too. So I made those shelves to store some of my longer hardwoods. My rolling wood storage cart. And if you're any kind of woodworker, you know that you store wood whenever you can and wherever you can. Now this area right here definitely gives me pause. It's my outside gardening tools and such. I put this shelving in last winter and I just don't like the way that it looks. It's congested and unorganized, but I do have a plan for that. And that plan is I'm making a tiny outdoor garden shed. So that'll give me a lot of extra space once I get that made. Now, if you watched my last video, you can see where I made this miter saw station makeover, and it has proved to be very, very useful. Now, here's a project in and of itself. This is my table saw, and that's the original stand that I had it on, but I plan to do something different with that also. So make sure that when I do put that video out, y'all, make sure you watch it, okay? Of course, long-handled, short-handled garden tool storage area. It is quite the eyesore. So once I get my tiny garden shed fixed, these tools will also go into there, and that'll give me a lot of extra space. Extra wood for projects that I'm working on, like my coffee. They come in handy for stuff that I need. Extra storage of wood. That's all I can say. I made this workbench several years ago. It didn't have the drawers or the little cabinet, but I decided to put that in, and it helps out a lot with storage. All right, moving right along. Just another storage table / all-around worktop. Now under here, I've got some little curtains there. And what I have down here, if you can see, it's just a plastic little cabinet that I keep my paints and stain and extra tools. I have a little up on the wall storage, and that is where I keep most of my holiday decorations. It's very convenient because they're out of the way. Now let me show y'all the lighting that I put in. All right, bear warning. So I used to just have that 2-bulb light that is standard for garages, and then what I did was I ordered from Amazon some connecting LED lights, and I just put them into a square, and that gives me a lot more light, as you saw from when the video changed over. I put in this articulated arm for when I need to take different shots while I'm videoing, and you can see that it will turn. And it will also extend. And so I still got a little bit more work to do on that, but I think all in all, it's pretty good. And of course, in the center of the garage, I have what used to be a farm table. So when we were doing home shows, this farm table is what we would have on display. I decided that I could use it as my workbench in the middle of the garage. And it actually works out pretty well. Now this is just some stuff that one of my students is using to work on a project. She's a student with my Women and Woodworking meetup. All right, y'all. Well, I do thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tour. And if you have any suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of changes you would make in here. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video from her workshop video walkthrough.